splurging, you're losing your force, and you fall into the things of the world.
Third graders and you're out here talking about November, and they can definitely hear you.
Man, guys, let's go. Semen Retention back once again. We're gonna get right into the topic of today's video, No Nut November. Like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna talk about it now, right? What the heck is No Nut November? So people that are new on this channel, right? Hilarious, right? People that are new to this channel, you know, you guys are probably are strangers to the fact that I talk a lot about celibacy, semen retention, ascension through being celibate. Not just being celibate as in you're suppressing the sexual urge, right? You're sort of holding it down and making sure nothing goes out at the expense of the tormenting of your mind, right? No, it's not that, right? Although it might begin like that, the practice may begin in that way. You suppress that urge, right? Until you learn to use that urge, that energy that comes from the same source, that it's still responsible for creativity, that's responsible for physical energy. You transmute that urge into working for you and doing things in your life that is beneficial to you in your life. I talk about that a lot on the channel. No Nut November, however, is a very, very special month because somehow on the internet, it was deemed some month where people can begin their celibacy journeys. They just start retaining and all that kind of stuff. So I realized I got to get on this wave now as well, right? With you guys. If you guys are just coming to this channel, you know that I've been, let me tell you what's been going on with my personal streak of celibacy. I've been on the practice of semen retention, celibacy, no fat, whatever you choose to call it, as long as it is holding in the sexual energy inside my vessel, not suppressing, but using it to be transmuted to have a lot of creative projects, ideas, and just physical energy in general. I've been on this streak for a year. Right, and then we're just gonna keep going. Honestly, I have no plans on stopping. So for you guys that are sort of questioning beginning your personal journeys of celibacy, of semen retention, we're gonna begin this month, No Nut November, man. If you guys are ready to take on this challenge, comment below and say, challenge accepted Sombra. Let's do that, challenge accepted Sombra. I'm gonna put the name of this challenge on a hashtag on the bottom of the goddamn screen. Guys, we need to, besides it being a sort of interesting trend, it is incredibly powerful for you, for your enlightenment, for your understanding of yourself. We know that people of the world are not very controlled. They're not very chaste. In all things, it doesn't necessarily need to be just for sex. People eat too much, right? We're in America. We are probably amongst the most obese nations in the world. We tend to, you know, shoot first, ask questions later. Maybe this is just centered to America, but generally people are just not controlled at all. I believe, and how it's worked for me in this year being celibate, is that when you have control over your sexual urges, a lot of the other things in your life changes. You really learn to understand a lot about yourself, and you get to tap in and sort of peer into your possible potential of what you can do in this life. All things. Maybe you have in you, there's like some sort of latent, hidden Shaolin monk, right? Maybe in you there is some Olympic gold medal gymnast, and you guys don't know about this because you guys are constantly splurging, you're losing your force, and you fall into the things of the world.
Third graders and you're out here talking about November, and they can definitely hear you.
That's cool, it's a public space, ma'am.
No, I know, I'm just letting you know, like,
I know.
I'm not trying to be a bitch.
No, of course not.
Loud and our windows are like...
I understand it, but it's a public space and I'm allowed to do this.
I know. I'm not asking you not to. I'm just like letting you know that you're loud.
It's a public space, I can do that. I can scream if I wanted to.
You're allowed to. I'm just asking you to be respectful. That's all I'm saying.
I respect the third graders. Eventually they're gonna get into No Nut November, and it's good that they know about it now, right? I'm not being disrespectful. You used the curse word, actually. You used an explicative, and I didn't. I actually explained myself in a very eloquent way. Yeah, I understand that, but I'm gonna still talk about this in the same tone and baritone that I feel like doing because I'm allowed to, because it's a public space. America. America. Be considerate. I understand it. Have a heart. I am incredibly empathetic, trust me, to many, many causes. What I'm saying to you, I'm gonna re-explain it again, is that these kids are eventually going to understand this type of information. It doesn't matter whether they learn it 2024 or when is it? How old are you usually when you're a third grader? I forget. Maybe in like 10 years, 2034. So it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna just be passionate about what I'm talking about.
Right to talk to your audience.
Naturally.
I'm just saying, like, being considerate of the space that you're in. That's all I'm saying.
Of course, I'm not talking about, listen, I'm gonna do exactly what I please in the most eloquent fashion ever. Of course, I'm not out here with, a paraphernalia talking about some sort of way of living, right? Some degenerate way of living. I'm talking about No Nut November. I'm gonna keep doing it. So as loud as I want, honestly. Honestly.
If you want to be like that, that's fine.
Yes, of course. Consider it. I have the biggest heart ever. Guys, anyway, we're gonna get right back into No Nut November. We had an interesting little sidetrack right there where a woman was saying that we should be considerate of young children learning about this kind of stuff now. Instead, they should be learning about whatever they talk about in third grade. I don't know. I forget what I learned in third grade. I really did. I think I learned math. This is a while ago, of course. I'm 33 now. When I was in third grade, I think I was learning about math. Social studies wasn't so much about gender politics and whatever they're like, indoctrinating the youth nowadays with. But, we learned like the basic things, literature. And now I think, in the midst of this whole climate change, right? Not in terms of weather, but in terms of just what they're indoctrinating the youth with. I think No Nut November is more important than ever. And I didn't mean for that to rhyme. Anyway, let's get back onto it, guys. Like I said, if you guys are willing to take this challenge with me, right? Sombra del Piso, go put on the bottom of the screen, challenge accepted Sombra. We need more men to be as celibate more now than ever. Again, I'm talking to the people that are just coming onto the channel. We know that you guys are no strangers. You guys could be protectors and, sentinels of your own beliefs, right? Where, you got to be a bit more accepting. You got to be a bit more kind. You need to do this. We're in a world mired in degeneracy. We have individuals that still do drugs. We have individuals that still smoke cigarettes. We still have individuals that still drink alcohol. We have individuals that are still having families, having kids, which is insane, right? All I'm saying, right, amidst this financial and social strata, which is this current contemporary world, have a little modicum of a goal or urge for yourself. You want to ascend, and not necessarily ascend like the Buddhas, but ascend like you're trying to do better for yourself, man. You have an idea for this world. You have an idea for bettering yourself, improving your life, improving your mind. That's all I'm saying. Shouting in the middle of, what neighborhood this is, shouting about celibacy to you guys. I probably wouldn't imagine doing this a year ago. Like I said, I invite you to come on this journey with me. I will hold you guys accountable. I want this entire month, no release whatsoever. Stop looking at adult film content. Stop releasing whatsoever. No splurging. And stop sleeping with people. All that. Be celibate. Now, I'm going to take it even further because in this year as well, for the past 9 years, I've been completely sober. No alcohol, no drugs, no weed, no cigarettes, none of that stuff. And I've had more energy than ever. I've been deadlifting way more than I ever could have. And I've been benching way more than I could have. My muscle stamina has increased. My cardiovascular health is stellar. Right. And you guys, people that come to the live streams, you know this. I just want you guys to be just as excited as I am by just undertaking this practice. Reject the modern world. Reject degeneracy. Come on this practice of the No Nut November, celibacy, semen retention, and let's ascend to heights unimaginable. And with that being said, that's all I got to say today, guys. If you guys enjoy that kind of content, like, comment, subscribe. Share the video with some peers. Don't ever let this place get you down. Listen. Listen. It's not like we're dressed up in a white robe and we have a crown of thorns and we're preaching about the end of the world to come, right? With 12 other individuals. It's not like we are, a blue individual with a flute, sort of hopping around the forest and trolling Arjuna at every single turn. We are an individual that believes in the world. I believe in the change that is coming, right? That is upon us right now. And in order for us to grasp this change, we got to get on the celibacy wave now. Reject everything that is contemporary. Reject everything that is modern. If you choose to have a girlfriend or have a wife, trust me, you have already you haven't necessarily lost the plot, but you are going to lose yourself. That is of a vibration that is very, very low, and there is no way that you can ascend by focusing on those things of the lower realms. That's a topic for another video. But guys, like I said, succinctly put, join this challenge of No Nut November with me. Comment on below, challenge accepted Sombra. We're going to ascend. Probably called the cops. What's going on?
I'm just going to vote.
Yeah, peace. So like I said, guys, succinctly put, just let's ascend together. We're trying to get to heights unimaginable, right? Forget the things of the modern world. When people try to attack you and people dislike you, accept it like a wonderful blanket in Alaska. Understand that it is part of the world, it's part of you when you ascend, when you raise your vibration. people are just gonna dislike you. Let's go, No Nut November, let's get on the challenge. Guys, don't let this world get you down and stay radiant. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Woo!